Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are jumping straight into an analysis of the film sequel 100, Awit Para Kay Stella.
Yeah, it's a really interesting follow-up.
It really is. It asks, what happens after the end credits roll on that first story?
Yeah.
When the poet and his muse, when they actually grow up.
Exactly. If you remember the original 100 Tula Para Kay Stella, it was all about Fidel, right? The stuttering poet hiding all those feelings.
And Stella, the focus of his, let's be honest, quite painful, unrequited love.
Right. So our mission today really is to unpack how this sequel shifts gears. It moves past that initial youthful pain, and instead it really zooms in on maturity, maybe second chances, but definitely reconciliation, facing the past.
You can see that immediately, can't you? Just in
Yeah.
the title, that shift.
Oh, see?
From Tula poems, which are, private internal struggles.
Left in a notebook, maybe?
Exactly. To Awit songs, which are inherently louder, more public. It's about expression, confrontation even.
Yeah. That shift is the sequel, in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
The scope just expands massively. It goes from being like a diary entry to basically a concert stage. A poem might be for one person, or maybe no one. A song, that's broadcast.
And that connects so well to Fidel's own journey.
Totally. He's overcome that internal block, the speech impediment, and now his feelings, complex, messy, whatever, they're out there for everyone to hear.
Yeah, and the film doesn't treat them like kids anymore, which is crucial.
No naive college students here.
Fidel isn't that shy guy anymore.
Right.
He's an established musician. Successful. He literally found his voice.
Built a career on it.
Right. And Stella, she's not just some unattainable ideal. She's a CEO. Very professional, very capable.
They meet as equals this time, not like the pursuer and the pursued from the first film.
That professional equality, that's such a smart narrative choice, isn't it?
It really is. Because their reunion isn't some, faded romantic bump-in on the street.
No, it's work.
It's work. It's a professional requirement, high stakes. So they have to deal with the history, the what-ifs, but in this very controlled, almost business-like setting initially.
Which changes the core question entirely. It's not, will she notice him anymore?
No, it's more like, can something lost to bad timing and, frankly, youthful immaturity ever really be recovered? Or maybe. Should it be?
Or is it less about timing and more about having the maturity now to actually own the reasons it failed the first time?
Well, yeah. And that leads us to the structure, the central device.
The 100 songs?
100 Awit, mirroring the poems, but crucially.
They're not for Stella, not directly. He's writing them for Clyde, the musician Stella's company is handling.
Which is brilliant, because these intensely personal songs, basically Fidel's emotional history set to music.
His diary, essentially.
Yeah, his diary is now being performed, heard by potentially thousands. It forces Stella to confront this shared past she might have, neatly filed away.
It's a public reckoning. The songs are like a public ledger of their private history.
Precisely, and that's why the emotional climax isn't what you might expect.
Right, it's not about them getting together necessarily, or some sudden dramatic change's heart leading to a romance.
No, the real climax is... It's quieter, maybe sadder, but deeper. It's about them finally truly acknowledging the massive impact they had on each other's lives.
Regardless of the outcome.
Regardless of whether they end up together. It's about accepting that impact.
The film just refuses that easy, neat fairy tale ending.
And that refusal is the mark of its maturity. It really challenges you, the audience, doesn't it? Makes you wonder if closure, that acceptance of a messy reality, is actually more valuable, maybe harder to achieve, than just getting that second chance.
So closure means seeing the relationship as what, like a foundation, something that built who they are now, not the place they need to get back to.
I think so. It argues that love, even lost love, or maybe especially lost love, can be this huge catalyst for growth. It teaches that some relationships shape you profoundly, become part of your legacy, even if they don't last. They're meant to be cherished for what they were.
And that story ends up being, as some described it, both heartbreakingly realistic and beautifully complete. It finds completeness not in reunion, but in understanding.
Which leaves us with a thought, perhaps. If this story shows that a relationship can totally alter lives without needing that happily ever after, then maybe consider this. Do the relationships that push us the hardest, the ones that force the most growth, sometimes leave the most valuable, the most enduring legacy, even if maybe because they weren't destined to last forever?